many, many other supporters in both parties of the arts and humanities in the Congress who wanted to be here today, but in light of Tuesday's election results in Minnesota, they're in the gym working out.
Even the president was amused by the news that a former pro wrestler had been elected governor of Minnesota. Granted, most here in Washington would have called it highly unlikely before Tuesday, that is.
But as the surprise wears off, Jesse Ventura's win has begun to make more sense to many, including our Bruce Morton.
Reform Party candidate Jesse Ventura is the governor-elect of Minnesota. What won for him, you could argue, was the state's campaign finance law. Under Minnesota law, parties get public money depending on how many taxpayers check each party off on their tax returns. The Democrats and Republicans each got more than $200,000 this time. The Reform Party, checked off on fewer tax returns, got about $16,000. But then each party that gets more than 5% of the vote shares another $900,000 or so, divided evenly, $300,000 for each this time. In exchange, the parties agreed to spending limits, $2.1 million for Reform candidate Ventura and Republican candidate Norman Coleman, $2.3 million for Democrat Skip Humphrey because he had a contested primary. If a candidate doesn't agree, of course, the system falls apart, but this time all three did. The result? The three candidates could spend a maximum of less than $7 million, while George Ryan, the governor-elect of Illinois, spent an estimated $13 million all by himself. The spending limit, in turn, means fewer scuzzy 30-second negative TV ads, more reliance on TV debates, and that meant more of a chance to debate the issues, something Ventura did well. They had ads, too, of course, just not as many. Ventura's were funny, using the theme from Shaft as his campaign song.
I can't do it without you.
Join in and meet the man, the action figure, and our next governor.
The result, analysts say, was that Ventura got support from new people, young people in particular. One Republican said young people who typically don't turn out to vote turned out just for him. And would this have happened without the spending limits? The consensus in Minnesota seems to be no way.